Alright everyone, RJ here. Welcome back to the channel, and today I'll be doing an unboxing and taking a first look at the all-new Celero 5G Plus available on Boost Mobile. Okay, so as I stated, this is a brand new phone just released for Boost Mobile. This phone will work on the AT&T side of Boost Mobile, so I wanted to get that out there. Now, it's been quite a while since we've heard the name Celero from Boost Mobile. If you look at my channel, I've done several videos on the first Celero 5G, if you want to check those out. But this one right here is an all-new upgraded model, and I'm very excited to check it out. Now, there's not much available in the way of specs, so on the back of it here, it does show a few. Now, you get a 6.95-inch Full HD Plus display, a triple camera setup with a 50 megapixel, a 5 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, and I'm guessing it's a 2 megapixel depth sensor with a 16 megapixel selfie camera and a 5000 milliamp hour battery with 15 watt charging. You get 6 gigabytes of RAM. Storage is 128 gigs and it's powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 695 octa-core processor. So not bad there. Let's go ahead here. We'll open the flap up, and not much here in the box. As you can see, we do have your USB Type-C charging, Type A to Type C, as well as the wall adapter, which is becoming more and more rare. So it's nice to see that come in the box here. And we had the phone, so we'll put that over here, and we'll see just what and all else does come in the box. So you get your SIM ejection tool, and it looks like your Celero 5G starter guide. So the phone is now in hand, and it's very reminiscent of the original Celero 5G. The same color back here, as you can see. It's just a nice basic design. Celero 5G Plus logo down there. Triple camera setup with your flash. Now on the right side here, you got your power button that doubles as a fingerprint scanner, along with your volume up and down. On top, you got a microphone. On the left, you got your SIM card slot. And on the bottom, get your 3.5mm headphone jack, microphone, Type-C charging port, and bottom firing speaker. Let's go ahead, give it a boot up. Alright, got Celero 5G Plus, got your little hole punch camera there in the top center. So yeah, I'm going to get this phone all set up, and I'll come back when it's finished. Okay, so we're all set up and ready to go. Now I'm going to keep this video as short as possible. I've got no Wi-Fi put in, no apps downloaded, nothing like that. I'm going to take you to the camera settings, some of the settings in the system and stuff like that. Show you the screen, and we'll get more in depth in a different video. But looking at the phone here, I like the way it's designed. Just a simple design. It's a very large phone. Online it says 7-inch display. It's a 6.95-inch, but that's close enough. Because if you look at it here, it's a very large phone. Now, powering the phone on, you will see, of course, right here is your lock screen. You can unlock it by your PIN, pattern, or password, and also your side-mounted fingerprint scanner. Press it now. It works fine. It's not the quickest in the world, but it does work. And surprisingly, it does not have face unlock. So I was a little shocked to see that there. Now, from what I'm seeing here, the screen does not look extremely vibrant. If you look here on camera, it makes it look more vibrant than it really is. Not saying that it's not a good display. I believe that we're at like 68% brightness right now, and it still looks pretty dim here in this room, but it is what it is. Now, of course, when you pull it out of the box, it's just going to be basically a stock experience here, no apps. But of course, once you activate it on Boost Mobile, put a Boost Mobile SIM card in here, you're going to get the bloatware that you normally see. Now, pulling the drop down, you're going to see here is Android version 12. So you're going to get all your new toggles, flashlight, airplane mode, screen record, all this stuff here. Go into the settings here. You got your connected devices. So you got your Bluetooth. This phone does have NFC. You can cast your screen, printing, Android Auto, nearby share, typical stuff you see on all phones. Here at apps, notifications. Now here at battery, you get your battery usage, battery saver, battery manager, and of course your percentage up there. So we'll test the battery out on this phone. Now storage, 128 gigs and 19 is being used, and the system is takes up 24 gigs. Now, I don't see the reason for that. You know, for a phone that's this stock, that's a lot of storage to be taken up. But, you know, you do got 103 gigabytes free, and I think it does have an SD card slot as well. Got your sounds, your display. Here's a brightness level, adaptive brightness, lock screen, screen timeout. We'll change that to 10 minutes there. You have your dark theme, font size, display size, night light, auto rotate screen, turn that on there, and smooth display. So we've got a 120 Hz display here. Go ahead and turn that on there. Screensaver and tap to wake if you want to use that. Accessibility options. So everything in here that you need for accessibility. All right there. So here in the security, like I said, you have your screen lock and you have your fingerprint scanner, but you do not have face unlock. So that's kind of strange. I'm also looking for dark theme. Did I pass the? Yeah, I passed that right there. Okay, so that looks a lot better right there. So I'm going to leave it there on dark theme. So going down here, digital well-being, password and accounts, typical stuff. System, so we are on Android version 12 on October security patch, so we'll be checking for system updates and stuff like that. Now up here at gestures, we have your quickly open camera and your system navigation. So right now you see down here is your 3 buttons. You can also have your gestures, which helps a whole lot. So we'll start using that. And assist gesture. Now if you look right here, if you hold the power button down, it's going to bring up the assistant by default. But if you hold down the power button right now, it's going to bring up the assistant. So if you don't want to have to worry about all that, just power that off, hold down the power button. It's going to bring up your power off, restart, stuff like that. So yeah, many ways to, you know, use your assistant. So that's pretty much it there. Let's go back home. Now go into the camera for a moment. We'll see what all we have going on in here. So we have your 1 times. Let's see how far we can go in. You can go up to 10 times zoom. Okay. Got your ultra wide angle camera right there. Okay. So up here, got your 4x3, 16:9, 1x1, and full screen. Go back to the 1X here and we'll go into the settings. Shutter sound, save location, self timer image, grid lines, video size. You can see right here that 1080p at 30 and 60 frames per second, 1440 by 1440 at 30 and 60 frames per second, and 720 by 1640 at 60 frames per second. So really nice 1080p, no 4K recording here, but you are able to record at 60 frames per second, which is really nice. Now you got your video mode over here. So basically what I just showed you, all the settings there are the same, 16:9, yeah, just stuff like that. Got your night mode here as well, so nice to have that. You have live focus, which I'm guessing is kind of like a portrait mode. And over here at more, you got pro mode, slow motion, hyperlapse, 50 megapixel if you want that high res photo, and Google Lens. So going back over here to photo, we'll switch around to the front facing camera, and we'll see what the differences are here. So up here in the settings, you are able to record at 1080p at 30 frames, 1440 and 720, all at 30 frames per second. The 60 frames there is grayed out, unfortunately, but that's just the way it is. Night mode, live focus, more. Basically the same thing that you've seen there, but overall, just your basic phone, okay? This phone costs $149.99 right now on Boost Mobile, and I mean, it does have a very large display. The phone is not very heavy. I mean, looking at the viewing angles, I mean, they do look pretty good on camera. It is kind of fading out a lot, but on my end, it doesn't look too bad. But a large 6.95-inch display, if you ain't got a really great display, it's going to suffer because of the display size. I mean, that's just the way it is. But overall, a very smooth feeling phone. We got to test it out, test the camera out, test the performance, and all that kind of stuff there. So, it's helpful informative anyway. Hit the like button. Any questions you may have, leave it down below. If you're new around here and you haven't subscribed, Be sure to subscribe and click that bell on for all notifications of future videos for this phone and many others. That would be appreciated. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.